Hey guys, it's Mercedes, also known as that mom here on the internet, and I am back with another video finally. I know I say this in every video, but I'm sorry that it was a little bit of time in between my uploads. I think we're getting kind of back to a schedule where I kind of like it, but anyway, this is a video that I had to do for school. Well, I had to make the dish for school. So I decided to go ahead and film this video to let you guys know what I did and how I did it, because this dish turned out very, very good. So, I mean, it's very good if the baby likes it, right? If the 2-year-old eats it, yes, we won. But anyway, this is a dish that I am calling roasted root vegetables. Well, air fryer roasted root vegetables, because I was lazy and I wanted to use the air fryer. So we got these beautiful beets from one of our co-ops that we go to, the 3000 Club. And we got, I think there's about 8 beets that we ended up getting from this box. Last time we got beets, we also got them from here, but we got like a bag worth of them. So I did the trimming, the cleaning, and everything at home. We got them, like, basically they were fresh out of the garden. They still had dirt on them from the garden and everything. So I know that they were local. I know that they came from a local gardener or garden project around Phoenix. And I like that about that, because I like that about the 3000 Club, because if you're wanting to eat local, which local is the best, they say local is within 50 miles of you, but it's widely accepted that local is within your state, but as close as possible. It's good because the vegetables are fresher out of the garden. They haven't lost any nutrients or as much nutrients in travel, because after you pick the vegetable, fruit, whatever it is you're picking, it starts to lose its nutrients, like right as soon as you start to pick it. So you want to be able to have it from a close source. That means you're getting the freshest and most nutrient filled version of that vegetable. So when you're at the store, make sure to look and see if you have local produce, and ask people, because I know in our fries they have little little posters to tell you, this is the local food section and this is the local farm that it came from. And they are within Arizona. They're within the valley. Some of them are up in Prescott. Some of them are, in different areas, but they usually have a sign that says. And if you have farmers markets in your area, you will also be, well, I can't say that the farmers market is all local, because we have a person that does show up to our farmers market that also, they live kind of upstate, but they also go into Colorado. So, yeah, they're a little bit probably an exception to the rule, because they are still, they sell within both of the states, I think, for their produce. But anyway, if you go to your farmers market, talk to your local vendors, they will be more than happy to tell you where they're located and how far they travel and everything, because a lot of people are asking farmers market vendors these questions these days to try to have a better carbon footprint. That is also something that's great about eating local, is that it does reduce your carbon footprint in the amount of time that the potato, as we're cutting the fingerling potatoes here, has to go from the garden to your plate. So the emissions time is also a big thing as well. There are definitely channels that explain that a lot better than I do. So if you guys want any more info on that, just go and check out like Shellbizzle or Our Changing Climate or any of those kind of channels. I will link a couple in the description if you're more interested in the carbon footprint aspect of where your food comes from. But anyway, back to the assignment at hand. So my assignment, other than local, because that was a part of my assignment, to make sure I eat my local foods, so the beets are local. The fingerling potatoes did come from fries, so I think that they are probably a little bit further than local for us. Have the seasoning experiments, and this is actually from my my school book is called Salt, fat acid heat, and it's by, I'm going to say this completely wrong, I'm so sorry, Salmon Nosrat, SAMINNOSRAT, and it's actually got a foreword by Michael Pollan, which I've actually used his book for another couple classes that I've had so far. So it's really cool to see the author kind of intermingle within this community. It's so great. The clean eating community and the understanding more about your food community. Let's call it that. But anyway, this is one of the sections that we have in here is all about salt. And if you couldn't get that from the title, so we were talking about the different types of salt and layering salt and the flavors of salt. And I made a mention with my class about kala namak, which is a black salt. It kind of has a kind of eggy taste to it, and as a vegan I was trying to have it with my tofu scramble because it worked very, very well. So there's tons of types of salt. We have the pink Himalayan salt, and I have been putting some of those facts on the screen if you guys have been reading them and taking a moment to pause to read. One of the facts about iodized salt was that some iodized salts by weight have more sugar in them, and that is actually from a podcast that my teacher did. So I will also link that podcast below, since it is a dietary podcast. Okay, so what we're doing now is we are taking the salt and actually putting it on the food now. So this is one of the author's methods that she talks about, and this is a pinching method. And ideally, for when you want to pinch the salt, you want to have a full area that you can pinch with all 5 fingers. She did say that doing a small pinch of like 1 to 2 fingers is like, the 2 fingers like little baby pinches. That's not enough salt. So go ahead and have a good surface. She even suggests to salt your water for your pasta with a fistful of salt. This lady she knows some stuff about salt. But anyway, so I decided to use the pinch method, and I had my goal was to layer the salt. So I did put a little bit on in the beginning, mixed it up, a little bit more on, because as the salt crystals touched the moisture of the oil, the salt started to break down a little bit. As you know, if you put salt in water, it kind of breaks down. So that was kind of the same thought process that I had, was to have the first little amount of the salt kind of break down a little bit and kind of infuse a little bit more into the oil itself, and then the rest of the salt kind of up on top, like more of the flavor component of the salt. And then my initial was this initial pan right here is seasoned different than what I went ahead and I did a little bit later in the video. But this pan right here only has the rosemary infused olive oil that we made. You saw the bottle of the rosemary olive oil. That is not the bottle that came in. That bottle is actually a mead bottle, and we decided to reuse the bottle since it had the type of stopper we wanted. And actually, we got some rosemary from our box place that we got these beets from a month, 2 months ago, about 2 to 3 months ago, because I want to say we've had this oil infusing for about 2 months now, and the oil is so fragrant with the rosemary. It's beautiful. So, and as you can see, I did into my later what's it called, batch of potatoes. Batch, that was the word I was looking for, guys. I added some more fresh rosemary and these garlic bulbs that I'm trying to get out right now are huge, and I went totally the wrong way about actually going ahead and opening the garlic, but you know, you live, you learn, and it was a busy night. We were actually making, you see everybody moving around in the background, we were making a birthday dinner for me because it is my 32nd birthday today, as we are doing the school assignment and everything. We were celebrating my birthday, so that's why you see everybody moving around in the background. But this garlic was beautiful, guys. I would really love to grow garlic like this. I have garlic in the garden right now, guys. Keep on with the channel, because I have the blueprints of a wonderful winter garden. I just have to put them into motion. So garlic is in our planting beds, and I have another garden update video coming very, very soon. But anyway, where are we at right now with this? Okay, we have the garlic in there, the rosemary in there. So this was a later batch that I ended up doing, and I did do all of the batches in the air fryer, 375 I want to say, for about 20 minutes, and I shook them at about the 10-minute mark, and they were beautiful. If you guys see this stunningly gorgeous plate of potatoes and beets, it really did all work together. The girls couldn't tell the difference between the beets and the potatoes, which is really good, because beets have a very earthy taste to them, and they can be a little hit or miss. So I highly recommend, if you're not sure about beets, do something like this that has potatoes, and you know you like potatoes. We all like potatoes. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leave me a comment below what my grade should be from this video and from this dish. Let me know if you try it, and we will see you guys in the next video. Subscribe if you're not, and we'll see you again. Bye!